Yo and hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector, and happy Tuesday to everybody out there. Yeah, today I got a few little things that I've gotten in the mail, and lately I've had I did a trade. And trades are something I don't do a lot of, not because I don't believe in trading. In fact, I think it's awesome, but I typically don't have a lot of stuff, quote unquote, available for trade. It's not like I sit around and open a bunch of wax and have cards that just don't fit into my collection or whatever. I buy stuff that I want for my collection, and that's kind of that. Once it gets here, it kind of goes into the abyss of, of my collection and never to see the light of day again. And I did recently, though, open that box of Flawless, if you saw it on the channel. And I got some cards in there, certainly most of which I don't really care. I love the DiMaggio. I love the Vlad Guerrero relic. But other than that, I was kind of like, okay. So I've got a deal working maybe on one of the other cards. And then I did a deal for the Tommy Heinrich relic that I got with a gentleman named John. Reached out and he said, hey, we had been talking about me buying a card from him and couldn't come to a deal on that, but on the trade, it was an easy deal. And that's what I love about trading. I wish I had more stuff to trade because it's so much fun because there's no real outlay of cash. It's just kind of like, I'll give you this card, you give me that card. I'll trade you something that I don't have a huge passion for something I would really love to add. So that inspired me so much that my next Golden Age of Cardboard episode, which will air tomorrow, with JT Triple Crown 24, all we talked about was the art of trading and how it is and how it's changed and what it's like today and some tips and tricks and stuff. JT does a lot of trading. I've seen him in action. He's a whiz-bang kid at doing that stuff. And so I love watching him work. So I picked his brain for a while for Golden Age of Cardboard, which will be over on Bench Clear tomorrow. Yeah. So anywho, that I'm going to show you what I traded for, and then show you a couple of other pickups, and yeah, that'll be it for this video. Talk to you guys in a second. Be right back. All right, so before I get to the trade, I wanted to show a couple things else that I got. This awesomeness that's a Perez Grugan. So I do the Perez Steel Hall of Fame postcards, and there's a lot of them that have not been made. Now, Nick Perez has done the paintings like this Jeff Bagwell, but they don't exist in true postcard format. So JT, again, Triple Crown 24, for myself, and I think I've inspired some other guys to do this, Jake and Nate, Ground Chuck, Kyle, are starting to get these and send them off and get them signed because they look awesome. I mean, they're just like Perez Steel Hall of Fame postcards. So if I can kind of replicate that look on the newer guys that don't really have the postcards, I mean, it's the actual Dick Perez painting, so great. And check that out. I got it signed. My buddy who went to the Houston TriStar show where Jeff Bagwell was got this signed, and it looks awesome. I mean, check that out. So that's another one of those that I've knocked off the list. Got quite a few more that I'm trying to do there. I got a little envelope from a friend of mine. It was from Brad, Texas Card Dude. He said, heard you talking about Pudge, thought you would enjoy, and he sent me a couple of Pudge cards. He sent me a 91 Donruss the Rookies. Can you ever have enough Hall of Fame rookie cards? No. And I've always loved that one. Pudge looks so young in that. So there's that. And then he sent me this. This is 2021 Panini Prism Red, White, and Blue Prism, which I love the red, white, and blue, especially like with Ranger colors. Like this card works so many ways. And what's great about Pudge being a catcher is the no logo thing is not a big deal because there's no logo showing. He's got his catcher's gear on and no hat or anything. So that just works. It's really great. Thank you, Brad, so much. Texas Card Dude on YouTube. Go check him out. And then finally, my trade that I did with John, he also sent a note. I love notes. And I've got his half of the trade. He was nice enough to say, hey, I'll send first. And it wasn't even that I minded sending at the same time. I just wasn't going to be home where I could send uh, simultaneously. So I've got his packaged up and ready to go. So he says, for a knuckleballer collection, that'll make sense in a second. He's like trying to inspire me to start another collection. Like, I need that, right? Thanks for making the hobby feel more like a community. Well, you're welcome, John. And thank you for the easy trade. So he sent me a bonus card. He sent me a 1989 Topps Charlie Huff signed Rangers Hall of Famer, Texas Ranger Hall of Famer. Not in the Hall of Fame and never would be, but he's one of the guys that Reggie Jackson hit his 3 home runs off of in the World Series game against the Dodgers back in 77, I guess it was. So that, yeah, 89 Topps signed by Charlie Huff. Very cool. And the card that I really traded for, that I really wanted, was this one. And that is this, I want to say this is last year's. Let's find out together. 2021. Yep, last year's. It also says it right there. Topps Tribute 75 Topps autograph card. So ever since I saw these, I just thought they were so cool. I mean, I love the 75 Topps design. You got a little refractor action there. And you got an on-card autograph of future Hall of Famer Adrian Beltre. It's numbered to 99. So yeah, everything about this is love for me. So glad to trade a card that I didn't dislike the card. I just didn't have as much affinity for it as I do for this one. So I was able to give John something that he wanted, and I was able to get something that I wanted. So that's how that works. Very cool. I wish there was more trading that kind of happened in the hobby. And there probably is. I'm just not as aware of it as I probably should be. But good to see that I could get a card that I wanted. Thanks, John, for the deal. And that is it for today, guys. I hope everybody has a great rest of your week. We'll talk to you soon. Check out Golden Age of Cardboard tomorrow with JT. And yeah, have a good one. Keep collecting.